what is the first step in solving 5 minus 2x is less than 8x minus 3? So 5 minus 2x less than 8x minus 3. So we want to solve here. So what we can do here is we can, this is here simply just an inequality type of problem here. And we solve inequalities basically by using kind of the same method as equality, but with one type of solution. Well, one type of exception here. Every time you divide, so let me write this out here. Inequalities behave like equalities, or the equal sign, except when, so when we divide by a negative number, to both sides, we flip the inequality. So let's say when we're doing some algebra here, we're going to divide by, let's say, -2 here or something like that to both sides. If we divide by -2 to both sides, we're going to flip the inequality. So instead of less than, this would become greater than if we do divide by a negative number. And that's there's only one exception to this inequality here. So if we do recognize that we have to divide by a negative number to solve for a problem, then we flip the sign. So let's treat this as a equality then. So we have 5 minus 2x is less than 8x minus 3. So what we can do is let's organize the like terms, right? We have 5 and 3 here that we can organize, and we have -2 and 8x, right? So let's move 5 to the other side. So we're going to add 5 to, we're going to subtract 5 from both sides here. So we get -2x is less than 8x, and we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. So this here would be -3 minus 5, which is going to equal -8. And then what we can do here is we can actually move 8x to this side as well, right? To solve for our to collect like terms. So we can subtract both sides by -8x. And -2x minus 8x here is going to equal -10x, right? And now what we can do here is we have -10 here. We can divide both sides by -10. So this is going to equal, x here is going to equal, and again, this here is when my exception happens, right? This here is, again, I'm dividing by a negative number, I'm dividing by -10. So this here meets my exception here. Inequalities behave like equalities, the equal sign, except when dividing by a negative number to both sides, we flip the inequality. And again, in this case here, we're dividing by -10, which is a negative number. So therefore, we're going to flip this less than into a greater than sign. So we're going to flip this sign when we divide by -10, and we do the same thing with our equalities here, right? And then we do algebra. So we have -8 divided by -10. These guys cancel out. So I have 8 over 10. And again, I can reduce this, right? I can reduce this fraction. X is greater than 8 over 10. I can reduce this into 4 over 5. Because again, I can divide by 2 and divide by 2. And this would equal 4 over 5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 here is 5. So therefore, we have x is greater than 4 over 5. And this here is our solution. And as you can see, this solution here is correct. They wrote it the other way, but this is 4 over 5 is less than x, or you can say x is greater than 4 over 5. So this here is our solution. And in this, they even graphed it nicely as well. And when you have x's, I guess this is 4/5, then this here is all the values that are greater than 4 over 5. So this solution here is correct.